guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, custom chaos?
One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Booster juice, freshly made, your way.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Mowat, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock!
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next curling stadium.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at the RockShop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. The RockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game. Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Mowat, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock!
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next curling stadium.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at the RockShop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. The RockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Okay, good.
Alright.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, I looked.
Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, custom chaos?
One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Booster juice, freshly made your way.
Faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Mowat, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
We have Cory Thiesse and Cory Dropkin. Cory and Korey playing against Alex, Ashton, and Kris Gira. It is Cory and Korey throwing red stones. They have the hammer here in the first end. And I'm Dave Schmel, joined by Jim Nix. Connor Sims is on our production. And Jim and the Coreys made pretty quick work of their opponents in the first game.
Yeah, they sure did. It ended early at 9-1 from what I'm told, and it's two really good players, and they played a lot of mixed doubles as well. So, going to be one of the teams, sure, one of the favorites for this. So, and I'm not very familiar with the other team, so they're going to have to go some to stay close in this game, I think.
Yeah, so they're going to probably take some chances early and often to try to generate some offense, because the Coreys have been playing doubles extremely well of late.
Yeah, and it is a game that is very offensive minded. It's I haven't played any mixed doubles, to be honest, but I've watched limited amounts, but there's no defense in mixed doubles, or virtually no defense in mixed doubles. So no lead is safe, and you can come from behind if you just hang in there and make a few shots at the right time. With that idea of not being able to take any rocks out for the first 3 or 4 shots is big. It always keeps you in the game.
Yeah, and for those of us who might not be as familiar with the rules of mixed doubles, it's instead of delivering 8 stones, only 5 stones are going to be delivered by the teams, and one person will deliver the first and last, and the other will deliver the other 3. You do have the option to change that order between ends. Very rarely does that occur, but some teams do employ that strategy. But the biggest change is as to the guard zone. Until there are 5 rocks in play, including the first 2 that are pre-positioned, nothing can be removed from play. So the easiest way to think about it, if you're around long enough for the Moncton rule, is to think it's a 5-rock Moncton rule.
Yeah, and the other part of it is you have the same tick rule you have in the 4-person curling too, is you can't move the opposition stone off the center line, from what I'm told. So, yeah. Anyway, it's a fun game to watch. It moves fast. It doesn't take up 3 hours of your time, and it's kind of pretty exciting because there's not many blank ends.
So Dropkin trying to get this around the guard. It's really close. It is going to wick. It's a little bit of an opportunity for Ashton and Gira.
Yeah, I don't know what you saw in the first game, Dave, but we've both been here at the Saville Center a lot this year, and the ice always has great curl, and it has even more than normal here today, at least judging by my one game earlier today. So Not sure if that's all the way across the sheets, but definitely has a lot of movement.
You see some teams where the male player throws the middle three. Sometimes it's the female. It's really all whoever's better at making the shots that are required there. A lot of times you'll see the person throwing the middle stone being possibly the person that's just a touch more adept at hitting.
Yeah, if they have the ability to throw that high hard one too, it's always nice to have that for the middle player. But a lot of the men and women both can throw that high hard one now. So it is interesting, and I agree, David. You can certainly have this set up whichever way you prefer, and as we mentioned earlier today, you can flip it each end. If you don't think that's a great plan for this end, you can say, okay, we're going to do it the other way. And traditionally, what you see here with Korey Dropkin is what most teams do. Most teams do seem to have the male player playing the middle three shots, but certainly not all, as we know, because the other team doesn't. So.
So here's Dropkin trying to get on the inside and roll in, and that rolls to a nice spot, Jim.
Yeah, that's a great spot. It's can't really do much with it, so they're going to call for, is it Gira or Gira? I'm not sure how you said that name, Dave, but skipper here anyway is calling for a freeze here. Can't really do much else about it right now.
So, needing to draw down on top and move the redstone off the button. Just trying to prevent a multiple score here.
Just not a good sign when the sweeper's not looking to even touch it. But she says now she was just confident, I guess, in where it was. An overcurl, maybe? Yeah.
It's gonna wreck on the guard. Definitely didn't want to do that.
No, it looked like they could get more out of it than that. I don't know if they just missed how much it was going to curl, because they sure weren't doing anything with it for the first, 2/3 of the sheet. If they could sneak it by there, they're going to be in great shape, even if it bumps. Anyway, no easy deuce here yet, though, for Thiesse and Dropkin.
So Korey Dropkin currently makes his home in Duluth, Minnesota. Originally from the Boston area in Massachusetts, started curling at the Broomstones Curling Club. This is his last. This one is very close to the guards. This is all over the top one, I believe. Gets a little kiss. Massages on in. They still lie shots down on the button. And you see Team Ashton Gira looking at that thin, basically redirect.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of these kinds of shots played in mixed doubles, I think, even more than regular curling, but I'm not so sure this one is there, to be honest. It looks like you gotta really flirt with that rock, the blue-red one in the 12-foot to be able to make the double. Not sure what they've decided on, but it's one thing different about mixed doubles too, is the fact that most shots, quite often, most shots are thrown without somebody holding the broom. So certainly a different perspective in that way if you're used to having somebody at the other end, which most of us are. Nice thing about this is there's nobody that can tell you that you've missed a broom, so I figure it's a wash.
So here we go with their final stone on the first end. Needs to catch just a piece, caught it almost dead nose.
Well, it's still going to be really tough for the U.S. squad to pull out an extra point here. The Coreys are going to have a hard time figuring out how to get that second one in there. Probably all they've got, Dave, what I see is this, what Corey Dropkin's indicating here, is sneak it by that top one, or even don't sneak it by, just play it off the other one if you had to, like the red on the top yellow, and slide it into the 4-foot. That'd be tough, but they're all going to be tough here to get to, so I think Team Ashton and Gira here look like they might have accomplished what they needed to accomplish here in the end number one, but we'll have to wait for one more shot to find out, I guess.
So they have one in their pocket. Dropkin giving Thiesse the target. Oftentimes people will pick a place in the warm room or on the boards. Like, I'm going to aim at the right strap of that duffel bag.
Yeah.
You can always say, I'm going to aim at my opponent's leg, but then they go and move on you.
Yeah.
So final stone of the first end. Trying to do the raise. Needs to curl a bit to get there. They get the tap. Will they move it far enough? No, they won't. So it'll be a single point for Thiesse and Dropkin. Yellow has the hammer when we return on Curling Stadium.
Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk, and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, custom chaos?
One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Blister juice, freshly made your way.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
And welcome back to the Saville Community Sports Center here on the South Campus of the University of Alberta in Edmonton. It's a Saville Mixed Doubles Classic. We have Cory Thiesse and Corey Dropkin versus Alex Ashton and Kris Gira. Dave Schmel and Jim Nix here with you, and thank you so much for joining us on Curling Stadium. It was Cory and Corey getting forced to a single point in the first end. Ashton and Gira with the hammer here, throwing the Yellowstones in the second.
Yeah, good job by the the Ashton Gira team really to force for one in that first stand, and it's they get the hammer back pretty cheaply, and cheaply for any curling, and really cheaply for mixed doubles. So good for them. Good start. It's okay. I haven't really said it to Rory earlier today, Dave. I haven't really watched enough mixed doubles to have a great handle on strategy. It's kind of mostly a rush to the middle, and I'm okay with that. But I just feel like I gotta watch a little more, I think, to really get the nuances of the game.
Yeah, it's mostly about setting up the angles and setting up the taps. So almost like the first series of shots that we so commonly see now in the 4-player game after the advent of the no-tick rule is how mixed doubles has been played pretty much since its inception.
Yeah.
And of course, then we have the added element of the power play, and the no blank rule is basically built into the game because if you forfeit the hammer if you blank an end.
Yeah.
It's tight to the guard, not a problem. Ticks it over just a little bit, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stones there in play, Jim. So now you can hit away if you like.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that backwards earlier today. Well, not backwards. I just thought it was one more rock. I thought it was until after the 4th thrown rock, but I was off by 1. But we got it figured out.
You just need to make sure you miss the prices right way. You need to be close without going over.
Yeah.
And make sure you spin the big wheel all the way around, or else it doesn't count.
Alex going hard on this. Looks like she's going to be good. They just curl so hard at that point that.
Yeah, and see, that's the problem there, because you want to get your stones in, but once you're behind the tee line, just like in the 4-player game, it's advantageous to your opponent. So you see, the Koreys are going to just take off these 2 in the back first and start from there.
Yeah, they've got a pretty good pocket there. If they wanted to, they could actually just come right down and sit in that pocket, but not going to run that risk yet. Pretty early.
Okay. Even though they're behind the tee line, the angles aren't really super for them yet, and that's really the crux of this game, is setting up the angles.
Yeah.
So here it comes from Dropkin. He's trying to push it over. It's got to come up a little bit to clear it. And they get it almost all the way out. So shot stone still belonging to Ashton and Gira.
Yeah, and there's always a possibility of that rock coming into play and being a counter at the end of it too. You know, you're not going to probably play the double right now, but if you make it, you're sitting 3 all of a sudden. So it looks like he's going to go for the little hit and roll inside, which probably makes more sense at this point.
Well, depending on the weight you throw, that could be the ice for that, or it could be the ice for the double. So
true enough. And sometimes we don't know till it gets halfway down. It's just.
I do see a yellow stone coming down with easy takeout weight. What it takes out, we'll find out momentarily. They're going to go for the inside roll, not really get it. A lie shot in third.
Yeah, good try. But needed a little bit of a flop at least.
So this would be a good opportunity if they like. They could probably get there on the intern side because we've seen how much late break there is. Or they could slash off these two reds, but then this would revert to almost a four-person game end and just split the rings and play keep away and get two that way.
Yeah, we do see that a lot too. When you get about halfway through the end and you realize, okay, well now this is more like the four-person game because everything can be hit and everything can be moved and all that kind of stuff. So if it doesn't develop into something different early, quite often it just becomes the same as playing out a regular game. Other than, I think mixed doubles, they seem to be more willing to go for multiple scores more often than they do in the four-person game.
And you can go from a 2 or 3 one way to a steal of 1 or 2 the other way really quickly. So, and that's what ends up generating those 4 and 5 enders that you see, because you'll see the team without hammer just trying to make that perfect freeze maybe 2 or 3 times in a row, and before you know it, your opponent scores 5.
Yep.
So here's Dropkin. Hops right up and right on it. Trying to hold it straight, trying to get the slash. 1, 2. Getting almost all 3 of them. But nice shot there by Cory Dropkin.
Yeah, having a look at Korey, like you said, it jumps right up, and you gotta be in pretty good shape to do that. And he's on it all the way. Gets them both, doesn't get the other yellow one, which is actually a big deal. We mentioned earlier in the end that yellow one could come into play, and sure enough, it may well here yet.
Well, this is most likely going to be just try to hit and roll wide open and not leave a easy double.
Yep.
So, Alex Ashton.
Safe shot around.
Got the hit and the flop, no problem.
Yeah, could have, in a perfect world that flops another foot or something to the right as we look at it here in the long view. It makes this double that much harder. But still, you want to make sure you stage. You didn't want to oversweep and roll out, that was for sure. Because then we get that blank that we talked about never happening. Virtually never happening. Yeah.
Yep, and we saw that good look at all the games going on. It's quite a full event, so we'll make sure we give you a score update after a few ends.
Yeah, a lot of sheets here. You can have a lot of people playing at the same time, that's for sure.
Beautiful 10-sheet facility is the Saville Center. Named in honor of the businessman and philanthropist and curling enthusiast Bruce Saville, who sadly we just lost recently.
Yeah.
His generosity lives on as part of this big, beautiful facility. Cory Thiesse trying to make this long double. Dropkin trying to walk it over just a touch. It's going to be over there and just slide. Can you freeze it on? It's really good. No, just a little bit short of that. But good effort.
Well, it certainly has made this next shot much more difficult, Dave, that's for sure. He hasn't got a lot of room to flop here. He's got to be able to throw it down, wait a little bit, because he can't afford to roll out. And
it looked like he was going to take about 18 inches of ice, so probably a bumper weight hit at most.
Yeah, I think that'd be about right. Have to make a great shot to get 2 out of this, to be honest. It's definitely not easy.
So the man in black, not named Johnny Cash, settles into the hack. Final stone of the second end. Off and on, usually, yeah, usually a pretty good sign. He got the hit. Is it going to hang on? Dropkin trying to get it out. Does it spin back? It's only going to be a single. So after 2, it's all tied up at 1. We'll be back from Edmonton after this.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting 10-fold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock.
Welcome back. It's all tied up between TC Dropkin versus Ashton and Gira Deschmel and Jim Nix with Connor Sims back running our production magic. And as you mentioned, Jim, that was a tough shot for Kris there in the end.
Yeah, a much more difficult shot than I think it might appear to be. It, you know, to be able to make contact with that, get that rock past yours, and then not roll out. And I mean, we saw it. It rolled out by probably about an inch, and you know, that's really, really tough to do. And he came really close to making it. So I think it was a good effort. And I wasn't surprised he only ended up with 1 at the end of the day. And he'll go hard this end. Nice roll by Cory. Thiesse really set it up, obviously.
Yeah, it almost spun to a perfect freeze. And I see this draw coming around. He's pretty good too. Yeah. Probably a little bit higher than they'd like, so this is a situation where you're going to look and say, you know, you could probably sneak another one in.
Yeah.
Certainly do that, or an alternative play would be to corner freeze on top of the one that was just thrown.
Yeah. Well, because we can't hear them, we don't know exactly what they're saying, but that was a lot of options. You know, he tapped the freeze.
Well, yeah, sure. There are a lot of options for this shot.
Yeah. I just don't know what shot they actually are preferring to end up with here, but what result they're preferring to end up with, we shall see.
She doesn't want to sweep it at all.
Last time she didn't want to, though, it needed it, so we'll see what happens this time.
Well, this one's going to be in option B, I guess, of our range.
Yeah. That's a great shot.
That's a pretty darn good
Yeah.
place to put it. So now you're going to see Korey shuffle the deck here some.
Yeah. Yeah, a smart call here. I mean, it's too often we see that they don't do this, and then it just one or two more shots, and you're in a big heap of trouble. So if you have the ability, certainly Dropkin has the ability to throw it hard and maybe able to drive it straight back, and who knows what happens in the house.
So Dropkin throwing a nice firm normal weight here, right up to sweep it. The top one onto his own, jiggle them all around, and that does open it up some.
Yeah, much better situation now. You see this one come out. I thought at first he might have set it back a little bit, but he didn't. He just threw it real nice and got it where they needed to get it. I don't know if they could figure out exactly what the angle was. You really just wanted that red one to end up back on those yellows some form or fashion, and they did that. So good shot.
Yeah, that's a result of Ashton and Gira winning the battle of the angles there.
Yeah.
So now they're going to play the very simple approach of killing the red here and trying to get their way to a force.
Yeah.
And unless he can find a way to set up a multiple steal, the force of one is probably the better way to go right now because he would retain the hammer and the evens.
This one's got to move a lot, I think.
It's going to catch it. It's going to clear it. It will, in fact, spill.
Yeah, I would have obviously preferred to stay there and even make a little bit of roll, but
So a couple options here. I mean, they indicate the little pop and flop, but a freeze onto that stone is nice too. Maybe just tap it back just a skosh.
yeah, that's it looks like a lot. I don't know what the shot call is, Dave, but it's it would look like draw ice to come just around the red one. Certainly not ice to, I don't think, to freeze to the yellow. I can overgrow from there. Unless he's trying to move the yellow, but
I think it's just a little tap on it. Almost chisel off of it just to get it off the pinhole.
yeah, he might not even get by the guard here yet.
Well, he gets a nice little result from the spin off of that. That's not a bad place to leave it. Those of you who watched the last game, they got a similar one to score 4 in the third end of that game.
Yeah, you want to keep your rocks in play in this game, that's for sure. When you have a hammer and you're trying to build something.
So they're just looking to kill this redstone and lie 3. Keep the force in order.
Yeah, I think a perfect roll would probably be roll towards the broom and still keep contact with the center line, but just barely. And I think that would be a good spot. Then it becomes, you got that little Christmas tree thing happening, and it becomes difficult to make the inside roll or to make the double. But for now, you make sure this goes away and you stay on the other side of the sheet somewhere, and it's probably going to be not a bad result. With only a couple of rocks each to come.
So on the way from Alex, working hard on this one here. Gotta get just enough of it. Grazes the shot rock on the way by, but still kills the TC Dropkin stone.
Yeah, interesting to see there, I thought. I thought Alex, it was obviously starting to get a little bit of handle on the curl that there is involved here and everything, and she obviously knew what way she threw because she threw it. And but she jumped up right away and was on that early. And yeah, so I kind of liked what I saw out of that shot, even if it didn't quite get the roll that they wanted to get.
See, Cory and Korey are still trying to find a way to massage it too here, but I'm pretty sure they're going to come to the conclusion they just had to rip this double.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they'd probably get all three if they wanted to take a shot at that.
Well, I do believe that Corey Dropkin indicated that he wants to spin the shooter to freeze on that stone on the 12.
Okay. Yeah.
Which would be really, really sweet if he can make it.
Yeah, it just, it takes a double across the high one instead of straight back, so. Man, I don't know how he jumps up there and gets out there so quick, ready to go, but not gonna make
He is going to flash it right by.
He needs this one to hang around, which it will.
And the importance of that is now they have to address it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if that rolled out, then obviously Kris Gira could have done something much different than this, made this next shot a lot harder, but in the meantime, with just bear down, make this one, and you're going to force the other team to one again, which is, I don't know if we see this many forces usually in mixed curling, but this will be 3 in a row.
Now it's been pretty well executed the teams have gotten to it, we'll put it that way.
Yeah.
And right where exactly that redstone was left, you can't play a dead freeze to the one on the button even if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Because they can come off of them from either side and get them to move. So just getting the red out and rolling back to the middle for good measure, but it's just going to be a nose hit for a single.
Yeah. And can't roll too far away, so you need to make sure you're on the nose or slightly on the inside. Not much room to roll to the outside, that's for sure.
So Corey Thiesse facing 3. Needs a good nose hit here. Final stone of the third end.
I was going to say, better watch this one. This doesn't look very heavy.
Dropkin is holding it. Looks pretty good to me. And it is pretty good. So the single point goes on the board. We're on the seesaw. We'll see where we end up in just a moment.
Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, custom chaos?
One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Booster juice, freshly made your way.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
Welcome back to the Saville Center. It's 2-1 in favor of Thiesse and Dropkin. And Dave Schmel and Jim Nix is going to give you a update as we take a look around the barn here.
Yeah, sure thing, Dave. We've got, so we'll start with Andrew, Chuck, and Miller, who are trailing Kim and Jong 3-0 after 2 ends of play. We have Moores and Wheeler, another American squad, up on Yurko and Mason Wood, 4-2. Just scored a 4-ender in the second end to go up 4-2. We have Ryder, Chuck, and Peterson over Duncan and Keenan, 3-0 after 2. We've got Burgess and Morin from Edmonton here over Ostrowski and Nickel from Minnesota, 2-1. And a tie game between Evans and Dalrymple and Papley and Van Amsterdam at 2. After 2, everything's after 2, our game. And we've got another Van Amsterdam, and just second thing updated in the middle of that. Van Amsterdam and Damon are tied at 1 with Wheatcroft and Nogler. And Ueno and Yamaguchi from Japan over Jakes and Butler of Edmonton, 4-0 after 2. All games after 2 ends.
Well, thank you, Jim. And it is Alex Ashton and Kris Gira with the hammer here, trailing by 1 in the 4th end. They're throwing the Yellowstones here. See the first come around. That rock is going to be on the guard high, so looks like it may have picked her doing a little housekeeping there.
Yeah, we had one of those in the first game as well. Just I don't know that it had any bearing on anything. It was late. It was already 8-4, but it was definitely a pick. That's an opportunity to get some more rocks in play, though. Good for the fans.
And an opportunity for Cory Dropkin to lock one right on the balloon there.
Yeah, it's that last draw was by Kris Gira was just not what you want there for sure. Cory puts us in the right place. It's going to be doing a lot of chasing over the next few shots.
And Dropkin's going to try to work his stone down there. And he gets right to the top of the button, and all the angles are coming up Cory. So now you see them taking a look at it.
Well, I think she's pointing out that it might be a good idea to do something with these guards, maybe. She's able to do that, right?
Yeah, absolutely, certainly can right now. And looks like Kris prefers a corner freeze on one that was just thrown, which is not bad either. Now, when I mean corner freeze, a lot of times in doubles, these corner freezes are a lot more than a corner.
Okay.
And then you'll see a little jiggle or jostle shot later in the end if this is thrown well. This is probably the last chance to make a big offensive push, though.
Yeah, you run out of rocks in a hurry. That's the only thing. So it's if you wait, if you're thinking you're ever going to have to open up the front, and you wait one rock too long, you could be facing a big end. This doesn't look too bad, though.
And it is carving over there at the end. It's just a little bit too heavy. It's going to slide on by.
Yeah, that little bounce just couldn't afford that little bounce. The only good thing now, I think, is that the one red a little bit behind the button there, and they're going to draw here maybe now. I was going to say, if they play the hit on that, you could have a pocket here to work with if you're Kris Gira. Looks like a draw, though.
Yep, they are going to. Yeah, they're going to draw their own.
Yeah. I kind of like this call, to be honest. I think very, very aggressive, but man, if you sink it in there, it's going to be tough. Really tough for for Ashton and Gira to even score here this end. I know there's still a few rocks to come, but it's going to take a lot of them to clean up.
So you see Dropkin sweeping his own rock, his head well out in front of the stone he's brushing, transferring a lot of weight. Gonna just, make it dead clean in there. And they sit 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Just brings me back to the previous shot. I really think that, the shot was really to open that up, get rid of both those guards, but this is really difficult now. Problem now is if you see the shot they're calling, Dave, I mean, you freeze there, then what happens? Cory and Korey probably just guard it, and it's not even like you can make a run back in there because there's nowhere for anything to go. I think you got to move something here a little bit. I just don't know how exactly now. Your yellow, every one of your rocks that you have in there, both of them are really, really hurting you. Like they really are in horrible places for you.
Yeah, so the shot here is to basically work your way down with just maybe hack kind of weight to the stone which Dropkin just threw, and you want to actually release your own rock off the back a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to hit these guards. Oh, she's by this stuff.
Yep, and this is going to be to a... Oh, no, it catches the back one, unfortunately. And that is a rough miss there, Jim.
I don't know how they're going to get out of this without giving up 3, probably. Maybe more yet, hard to say. Still got 2 rocks each to come.
And this is where those angles come in there. None of those angles have yellow written on them. You're 2 stones away from even be able to come down to 1 right now.
Yeah, I think that Kris and Alex might have even been better off throwing the out turn on the last shot and tapping the red so it frees up, gets rid of that yellow, and at least maybe gives you, with 2 shots to come, it maybe gives you some out somewhere to only give up 1 or 2 here. And you don't want to halfway through an end when you have a hammer and you're sort of being really happy if you only give up 2 was never a good thing. But right now, I don't know how they don't give up at least that. Probably 3 is a minimum, I think, right now.
No, I agree that that's the next shot. To hit what they can see with as much weight as they can get to it.
Yeah. And maybe just hope things wiggle around enough that you can play off of something or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
For those that are wondering, Korey Dropkin is a skip. He's a pretty darn good sweeper for a skip.
No, he didn't. He didn't always play skip.
No.
Yeah.
The only good thing about that for Alex and Kris is that it didn't add to the scoring total. It's all tough spot. I don't know. I don't see anything on the in-turn that's going to help you. I really don't. Although they don't seem to want to even consider the other side. So.
Well, kicking out that stone that's on the left side above the tee line is good because that's what's going to give you some way to get in there.
Yeah.
So you can do it 1 of 2 ways. You can hammer the stone, which was just thrown by Korey Dropkin. That will eject it, and nothing else really. If you could ever catch a little bit from the outturn side, you'll still clear it after it shimmies in. You'll loosen up your stone a touch, but still you're always going to be in a very tough spot here.
Yeah, I mean, if you throw the intern here, you come down on the top 2 reds and just bump that one maybe a foot, maybe somewhere around a foot, so it's open enough that you can come off it on the next shot. Now, the Coreys are going to see that as well, but that might give you a little something, and then maybe the shooter that you're going to have throw right now would give you a second option to, you know, just to minimize the damage really at this point.
The Coreys are getting started on the 4th end break right off the jump.
Yeah.
It's a final stone from Ashton. So they need to get to that top red one. Close to that inside guard again. They get by this time. Well, they do give themselves a little bit of room to work with. Well, it's going to be up to the Coreys to block it off. They're trying to see. Well, they lie 2 for sure. Does look like yellow is now 3rd. So Corey Thiesse going to try to lock one in there. Even any place high is a good miss here, just because it's going to just have to stop access to that little sliver of the button.
Yeah, because right now, what have we got? Do we have red sitting 3?
2, I believe.
Just 2? Okay.
Yeah, it looks like the yellow just behind the T line has a bit of the white.
So she guards on this side. Then, so it's possible if they can get at the yellow and it doesn't touch the red on the way by, you might get away with only giving up 1 here.
Yep, they're
But
just
it looks
throwing
like
the
it's going to touch. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just throwing the high guard in the draw path here.
Well, they did that.
That certainly took away the draw. Excellent guard.
I could give up on scoring here and just try to figure out, is there a way we can only give up 1? And I'm just not sure, Dave, whether or not if she hits the yellow on the, you know, when we look at the long view here, hits that yellow on the left-hand side, if it drags it back at all and touches the other red, in which case you'd still end up getting 2, but if it ever could miss it, and it doesn't look like it misses, so if it ever misses, then you'll only give up 1. And they're in a good mood, having a good time. You see that a lot in mixed doubles, to be honest. It's very, very competitive, don't get me wrong. But there is a little bit of a bit more of a social aspect, or a, you know, like I think Roy said it well today, you've only got 2 people out there, so you can't have one of them being cranky. Just doesn't
no, yeah, you have to end up getting along with the person, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I played in mixed doubles bonspiels, and it's a completely different dynamic. That's for 100%. Even the lounge is a little quieter, and just because it's just half the people playing.
Yeah.
So, facing 2, final stone. This is going to be all over the guard. And that's going to be a steal of 2. So it'd be a 4-1 lead for Thiesse and Dropkin. Ashton and Gira the hammer when we come back.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at the RockShop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. The RockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
And back here at the Saville Center, it is Thiesse and Dropkin with a 3-stone lead over Ashton and Gira. And Jim, like you said, possibly the yellow squad just didn't abort quickly enough.
Yeah, I think after they had the one missed shot and Cory Dropkin sunk one in right on top, and the two guards out there at that point, they could get rid of those guards and maybe find a way to survive that, and they opted not to do that, and then it just got worse from there. And one thing about Thiesse and Dropkin, they're going after you every step of the way. There's not a lot of, that last shot when she played the guard way out there to stop the outturn draw is the first even sense of defense that I saw by them in that end, and they just made consecutive draw to the 4 foot and it just got really nasty all of a sudden on Ashton and Gira, and really not much on the last shot to do.
A little bit of a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a half shot there, because that was usually you're coming all the way down to the one in the back 4.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can get one in there. Now, ideally, you'd want to be top 4 or just above the tee line. You want to give yourself room to score 3 here.
Yeah.
And this one is skating.
This one's going to be deep, too deep.
Slide, slippery slide. And that's going to give them an opportunity for Cory Dropkin to just weld one back in there and
start over again. Yep.
Yep, they are. You see Kris not exactly thrilled with himself there.
No, Alex had the right idea when she went to take it back, and she did take it back a little bit. Probably should have got it back a little bit further just to keep that pocket from being too big down there.
So here's Dropkin. This one is hanging on out there. Now it puts the blinker on. But it does have weight. Looks like things have keened up here just a touch. That's going to get to a very good spot. Still opportunity, though.
Yeah, you know what? This is for a shot in the 4th end. That's only the 3rd rock at the end or whatever this is. It's a very big shot. It really is.
It's even bigger in the 5th end.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, 5th end. I was looking at that. Anyway, yeah, big shot.
Yeah, you just need to get to the correct side of this. So coming this way, you need to get it just a little bit across the face of the red rock.
She's close.
This needs to go, though. It's just light. Can't ever be light. Just chisels off the guard. Well, not the worst sleeve, but not really good either.
No, you're right. It's not great, but it'd be really good if they didn't get to throw right now. But unfortunately, they do.
Yeah, so they're looking at looking at the menu here.
Yeah.
The other shot in the menu is just drawn down to the lid. But that does give the hammer shot in, but still 2 shots away from scoring if you do that.
Looks to me like Cory Dropkin would like to play the red on the yellow. And Corey Thiesse's maybe not quite as convinced, but they've settled now. It looks like that's what they're playing.
Somehow Corey's going to get their way this time.
Yeah, Corey's going to win the argument.
Whether it's C or K, well, that's for you to decide.
He's been out there a little bit, I think.
Starting to come back.
Yeah.
On it perfectly. Drives it and leaves it dead lined up. Oh, that's just nasty.
Yeah, that was a really good call and an even better shot. You can see this go down. First, I thought it was a little bit out just by kind of guessing where everything was, but it started to come up a little bit and made it perfect. Jammed it right there. Didn't even roll it away. If you're on the other side of that, you're thinking, oh, at least roll it away a little bit, but didn't happen.
So now they need to get a good half a stone on the red, if not all the way up to the button.
Yeah, there's room there. It's you just got to make it. Is all. And sounds easy, but
Well, and their other yellow, which is currently sitting third shot, is by no means out of play. Actually, could serve to help them a lot.
you got to make sure they don't let this hit the top one like that.
Even more than the 4-person game, this is a game of millimeters.
Yeah, that's those are the little things that sort of separate the top guns from the next tier. And in this and the 4-person game, those little things like that, that shot there, no disrespect meant to anybody, but that shot there, the best teams are going to sink that right on top. The weight was really perfect. The line was pretty much perfect. It just took a little bit of sweeping at the right time, and it would have came right in and been on the button and been there probably forever. So, instead they just get a little rub that didn't have to really happen. So that's unfortunate, but that's what makes the very good, very, very top teams the top teams, and everybody else still has to, they'll get there. It's just going to take them a little while to figure it all out. So this ice has a lot of curl.
Absolutely. Thank everybody who's watching us here on Curling Stadium. If you can do us a favor, smash that like button. Help us out with the algorithm, and if you haven't done so yet, please hit the subscribe button. It'll help you stay updated on everything in the curling world. If there is curling streaming, we find a way to bring it to you if we can. So Cory Dropkin's going to throw his last stone in the 5th. Working to hold it right off the bat. Past the guard, he does hold it. Onto his own, clear it out. Might have cleared it a little bit too far there, Jim.
Yeah, you know what? He didn't do himself any favor with that shot for sure. It's a chance for Ashton and Gira here to actually sit 2. I'm pretty sure, 2. The back yellow is closer than the high red. So yeah, not a great result on that shot.
So let's see if Ashton can help work to make them pay, or at least write the check.
Yeah, great opportunity, you know, in a game that you were struggling to stay in here, and now all of a sudden you got a very good chance to turn this into a deuce.
They're gonna come on down and get the hit. You get the little roll. Just
nice.
A little bit of it.
Yeah.
Should probably be enough.
To make the double, you thinking?
Yeah, well, I know that Korey is always looking at the slash. In fact, both Koreys would look at this one. They are going to take it on. It's really no risk, Jim.
I agree. I was just going to say the same thing, Dave. I think you might as well, because you're not going to, you can't get to the inside of that unless you're willing to take ridiculous chances. So you're really just basically hitting it anyways. So you might as well try to make the double. It's going to be really hard to stay.
You wouldn't have to. You got two others in the rings, and
yeah,
really no such thing as a blank in mixed doubles.
So this is about probably a quarter to a third rock double. A little extension to get that extra weight.
Dropkin just watching it now. A little brush on it. This is going to be really close. Dang! Oh, they just let it over. Curl just a skosh, Jim.
Yeah. That's the difficulty of trying to call everything from the other end. You can see there's no panic here. There's not even a thought that this is not going to be okay. And, and then it's like, okay, let's sweep a little bit and just come off, and oops, missed that. So, yeah, good throw. Everything was good about it. Just had to be just a little bit swept, a little bit more sweeping.
So it'll be a draw for two for Ashton and Gira.
Yeah, big change around here. Now you got to make this one. Just has to hit basically, well, he'll be trying to put it in the 4 foot, but anything better than, half the 8 foot, and he gets his 2. So just bite the 4 foot and you're going to score 2.
Absolutely.
Put you right back in this, yeah.
Yeah, and you feel like you're really going to need this shot, because I can't help but to think that it would be tremendously deflating if you were to miss it after all that hard work.
Yeah.
Final stone of the 5th. Just needs a 4 foot. And come down to their own backing.
I think it's going to
Line
be okay.
looks good. Weight looks pretty good. And there it is. They get their dues. They cut the deficit to 1. The Koreys have the hammer in 6 when we return. You're watching Curling Stadium.
Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk, and I'll add spinach and ginger? And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, custom chaos?
One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Booster juice, freshly made your way.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
Hey, Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting. We'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Welcome back to the Saville Center. It was a big deuce for Ashton and Gira there, Jim.
Yeah, really, absolutely, for sure. And it was interesting day because really the first half of the end, it wasn't going their way at all. It really looked like they were going to be lucky to survive that end, to be honest. And then all of a sudden, the one big weight shot from Cory Dropkin, and everything just didn't bounce the right way, and they had a chance to get there too. And Kris made a nice draw on his last one. Alex made a great sweeping job. She went right out of his hand all the way down, never left it, and squeaked it by the guard and got there too. But not off to a great start here. That wasn't a great throw for her.
Yeah, you see Kris still struggling to make that come around, and that first shot in doubles is so important. Because now you're going to... Go ahead, Jim.
No, I was just going to say, it's so odd because he missed his first draw of the last end, then made a great draw to score, and then had the same draw here and ended up far short. So kind of odd, really. Usually when you finally have weight, you kind of have it, but struggling, you're right.
Might be a rock thing.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, easily could be. It's a good shot.
Perfect, and they got that top and bottom 4-foot setup.
Yeah.
So you have two options. You can... This is where you would corner freeze out of the top one, push that one just off the center line in, or make the perfect freeze right now. This is the best yet toughest of those available options.
Yeah. Well, this team's going to be forced with having to make a lot of shots here in the next few ends to be able to have a chance of pulling out a victory here. And almost every shot is kind of a must-make shot. So this one's going to probably not get there.
Now
probably a new side.
Yeah, both teams still have their power play.
Yeah, true enough. It couldn't be lined up much worse. But the good news is, with the amount of curl we have here, you can get to the edge of the button on either turn from here, for sure. Not even a doubt about that.
Yep, and Dropkin's just going to put one pretty much right on the lid.
Yeah. And I suspect he'll be very close.
No yawning, Jim. It's contagious.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it was, and it's only, what is it? 8 o'clock. The heat.
8 or 9 in the east.
Yeah, it's the heat that's getting me here. So
6:09 in the west.
Yeah. This one's gone too.
You know what? It's got to be something with that side of that sheet. Everybody's having trouble.
Wow.
So very wise decision. Let's play the other side.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're tired of trying to keen that side up. We haven't got enough rocks to do that.
And they're just, it's pretty much the same conversation there. And Dropkin's trying to see something in the ice.
Yeah, I don't know what he's looking for, but I don't think he's going to see it.
He's looking for love in all the wrong places.
Yeah, I guess. Well, good time to make one here, though. Oops, she wants a little more ice, I think.
All right, ask for just a touch more. To all of you Blue Jay fans out there, all the best wishes.
Yeah, big game tonight. Yeah. Challenge, but so far they've been up to the challenge all the time, so. This could be really good, Dave, if it slows down.
It's just a little spicy.
Yeah.
So spicy that it's going to slide all the way through the rings, and, well, you just couldn't do that, Jim.
No, unfortunately, because now they come down around on this side and be above the tee line anywhere, pretty much. It's going to force you back to the other side, which we've seen is obviously a massive challenge for both teams. And there's nothing in the front that can work for them. Everything was kind of staggered there, and nothing really lines up. So.
Yeah, the double staggers. That's just not going to be easy to work around for sure.
No.
So Dropkin playing the well-worn side. Wheat's coming off of this one, but the line is looking really good. Will they get past the high one? Now they'll just chisel off, but that's not a bad place to be.
No, I think it's a great place, yeah. Alex looking at it, she really doesn't want to throw this out-turn draw. It's like...
Yeah, you see Kris got ready to put the broom down. It's like, I want no parts of that, buddy.
Yeah.
Try again.
I think I'd throw the same weight you just threw and play that out-turn, and you might be okay. Because you went basically just through the house. Everything's kind of died and slowed down on the other side, so just throw the same weight. And hope there's nothing on this turn that I see. I don't even know why you'd go this way. I guess try to come down, make contact with the red, which will bump the other red and just kind of give you something for your next shot. Is that probably the thought? I guess.
Oh, now she's going to look at the other yellow that's off there.
I think
it's
you can...
Not a bad thought, but I think you can't get to...
The center line red? Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I think you can get to the red that Cory just threw. Definitely.
Yeah, it goes there all day for sure.
Just doesn't help a lot. Big point in the game, though. We keep saying that, it seems, but it really is. And you're looking at 3 reds, and you've got 2 shots to come.
So they seem to think that they can get there. If you can get there, it's a fantastic shot.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Looks really challenging from the views that we have. But she is convinced. And sometimes that's all it takes.
Yep. Yeah. The only thing I don't like is you've got to, no matter what, no matter how easy or hard shots are, you've got to play the ones that are possible. I know you coach kids coming up, including my daughter, and when they were young, they would play shots that's like, well, it's not physically. I was like, how do you think that rock can go through that rock? Well, you just don't play anything that's not possible. And I'm not sure that this is possible to get them much, but I hope she's right. So we'll see.
Right on it. It's going to be really close for line. Past the first one. Oh, it just chisels the second one, but does move a lot of stuff around. So all in all, not a bad outcome.
Yeah, I would agree. Actually, I think you probably still got the same problem. You might end up having to throw the out turn. But yeah, not bad. You have, in terms of times of desperate need, you do have a chance to come off your own out there, which is, not easy at all, but it's possible, which is good.
So Corey's just going to try to loop on back in there. This one hanging on out there.
Yeah, you don't want this one to slide behind the tee line.
If it does, you need to just... That's still not a bad leave. It does give an opportunity, though, if they can make just the perfect shot.
Yeah, I think it's hard, but I think you've got a definite possibility here with just a T-line weight draw. But you got to get everything perfect. Sweeping's got to be perfect. Line's got to be perfect. Obviously, the weight's got to be perfect, but
Well, it has to be like back button weight because you have to move it off the tee.
you do if you want to score.
Well, if you want to force, you're right. Right, just
Yeah.
locking on.
I
If you just lock it on, though, they're going to play off that yellow on the wing and shoot it out the side, I think.
They might. They might. Yeah, they might. That's really flat, but they might. But at the same time, I think same argument though. I guess if you bump it, then they might do the same thing. But I think I'm okay with bumping it a little bit. I think you're right, Dave. I think I'd rather be shot than not be shot. I just wouldn't be horribly disappointed with a dead cold freeze here.
So Chris Gira with his final stone, the 6N. Alex Ashton on the brush.
No, it's got to curl. Got to curl and die.
Oh, it just chaps open too. It's going to be a wide open hit for 4.
Yeah, so close to being a very, very good shot. You know, the game can be tough sometimes. Like, you know, you just gonna, like you say, record probably a 4-ender here, and you're only 2 feet heavy from being, maybe 3 feet heavy from being perfect and playing another end in a 1-point game or better.
Over on sheet 5, we have our first final. Burgess and Morin have defeated Strassi and Gabe Nickel from St. Paul by a score of 8-1. Giving you an update on the other scores in just a second. Kim and Jiang hold a 6-2 lead over Andrzej and Miller. Yurko and Mason Wood 6-4 over Moores and Wheeler. So, sitting 1, looking for 4. Cory Thiesse, final shot of the 6th. Trying to shut the door here. Pass the guard, let it curl on up, and you score 1, 2, 3, 4. And they take an 8-3 lead. We'll be back in just a moment from Edmonton.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting 10-fold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
Welcome back to the Saville Center, and that was a big score of 4 to give TC and Dropkin a 5-stone lead heading into the 6th. And we're going to take a look at that last shot again.
Yeah, you can see Cory Dropkin on this hard for most of the way down the sheet until he gets to the guard and then realizes, okay, we just clean it up a little bit here. Very nice shot by Cory Thiesse. Well thrown, nice rock. It was, they left it for them a little bit, but you got to make those, and she did. So, well done.
And now you see Ashton and Gira have elected to use their power play here. And the first shot from Thiesse and Dropkin was to push their own guard into the rings, and they push it right onto the button. So well executed. I hate calling that a tick shot. I call that a push shot.
Yeah. So we were discussing this earlier today, and do you see them doing something? Apparently this is a very common practice now with mixed doubles, and the good teams make it virtually all the time. So is it something that you see them readjusting the rules again for, probably to make sure that it doesn't turn into this sort of thing?
Oh, I almost feel like, of all the games where we've tried things with the rules and changed them much more often, doubles has certainly been the discipline where that's happened. You see this rock from Kris Gira coming up light and ticking the guard. So, having struggles with that first shot.
Yeah, for sure he is. Yeah, it's it does, like you mentioned earlier, it does make you wonder whether or not there's a little bit of a concern on rocks, because it's, those are big misses. Like, and when he's missing those, and for a guy that, like we said before, drew the button when he had two back a while ago, don't expect a miss. It's whatever that is, 10 feet, 12 feet, something like that. And he's had a few of those, so just really odd. So Dave, you were doing the updates earlier, and we can probably finish those up with the final three games that there are here to talk about.
Take it away, Jim.
Okay, just got to figure out where we are. What sheet are we on? We're sheet 6. We have Evans and Dalrymple, and Papley and Van Amsterdam. Dalrymple up 5-3 after 5 ends. Then our game's the next sheet, and on sheet 8 we have Wheatcroft and Nogler up 6-1 over Damon and Van Amsterdam. Again, playing the 6th. And final game we have Bueno Yamaguchi over Jakes and Butler 7-2, playing the 6th end.
And that brings us back over to our sheet where Cory Thiesse is in the hack and on the way. Alex Ashton.
Well, it's a long way back now, Dave. It's even in mixed doubles where points sometimes can come in bucket loads. It's down 8-3 is.
Gotta get a piece of this stone. Can't afford to do that. Oh no. Oh, and it rains and pours, Jim.
Yeah, it sure does. Yeah. I was pretty disappointed with that, but Alex had a pretty decent game for the most part, but.
Oh, 2 straight misses there on their power play is going to allow Korey to chase the only remaining stone in the rings, realizing that, hey, we're throwing red today.
Yeah. It's funny sometimes you're playing the game and all of a sudden it's like, you look down, you got the wrong colored rockets, and it takes you a few seconds to figure it out. It's like, oh no. No, we're not red. Or we're not yellow, whatever it is.
To all your newer curlers out there, don't try to stop it if somebody throws a wrong rock. Just let it go. Easiest thing of all the things that we can do wrong to fix.
Yeah. That's nice throw by Cory Dropkin. Playing a really good game. This team really has played a really good game. Very, very few misses.
And now they're going to have to build an end without the real benefit of guards. They do have those corner guards out there, so it's going to give them an option to play with some weight, but it's going to have to start with a freeze here.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a real challenge here to turn this into anything really.
Well, the goal would be a freeze and in such a manner that the ensuing takeout stuffs hard enough that it lives underneath the guards.
So this shot sort of, for me, kind of almost concedes things, because it's kind of, I'm just sort of looking and thinking, if you're gonna hit this, I don't know how you're gonna turn this into a multiple score. I don't mind even a little bump on it instead of try to create a pocket back there, but I don't like just playing the double. I think that's going to be not very productive.
If you're going to hit here, this stone must end up under cover.
Yeah, and I don't.
And deep cover.
Yeah.
So it is curling. It's going to get up to the nose and just up to the nose.
Oh, she got them all.
She got them all. It's great if they don't get to throw.
Yeah, just change my outlook a little bit on that though. Now Now you might be able to make something happen here, or at the very least get out of this with a blank. Try to make something happen the next end, but you're gonna run out of hands here.
Wow, but Jimmy, forget you can't blank in mixed doubles. You lose the hammer.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I did forget that. No, you can't at all. Okay, I said that earlier today too, and nobody corrected me. Good thing you're here, Dave.
Hey, I need to take advantage of one of the few times where I might know more than you.
Oh, well, you do a couple times on this in this mixed doubles, so it's all right. By the way, I still don't think that shot really made a lot of sense. Now less than before, so.
Oh yeah, that's the only way that shot is ever good is if you can hit that with enough weight. If it curled up enough and you could have rolled way underneath, even if it was in the middle of the 12-foot.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Someplace ungettable.
Yeah.
And that's a shot you have to make now.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to make that and then hope that they come down or do something different and get a miss or a half a miss.
And that could be the progression they were planning.
Yeah.
Make the triple and then make this hit and roll. It is a way to get back to scoring too.
Yeah. Sweep it. Oh, it's the wrong color. Yeah, sorry. Don't sweep it. Just looking down at the scores on my phone here.
Well, oy vey is all you can say there.
Yeah.
So Corey Thiesse. With her last. Just looking to play top 8 and force a draw here. It's going to be a little bit short. Playing here in the 7th end with the power play.
So, you're not allowed to blank, so I guess you have to take your 1 and try to come home down 4. That's going to be tough.
And you're going to see. You'll have an opportunity to see. If they do play back, you'll have an opportunity to see Thiesse and Dropkin most likely play the defensive version of the power play. So Kris Gira. Final stone of end number 7. Needs every bit of the 8-foot. And this is light all day. Another stolen point. And that will elicit handshakes, I think. There they are.
No, I thought they deked you out for a minute. I was thinking, uh-oh. Yeah.
And so that is handshakes. You can put that final score up there. 9-3 in favor of Thiesse and Dropkin. And, well, it's just really simple, Jim. One team executed, one team didn't.
Yeah, really true. It's, obviously Thiesse and Dropkin are a super strong team, and they really, for the most part, had their A game today and made pretty near everything. And Gira and Ashton are just struggled a little bit. They just couldn't put it together when they needed to put it together, and that big 4-ender a couple of hands ago just kind of did them in. So tough team to play if you haven't got it going.
Absolutely, and right now we'll have another draw later on at 8:30 Mountain Time, but for right now, we're going to send you over with Sean Joyce to catch Uenoyama versus Jackson Butler. So from here, for Jim Nix, Connor Sims, and our rules analyst, Dan Pearson, I'm Dave Schmel. Thanks so much for watching.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
Hey guys, what can I get started for you today?
Bananas away, regular?
And I'll have the rip berry, but can I get vanilla oat milk? And I'll add spinach and ginger. And can I substitute the raspberries for strawberries? Also add the chia and hemp seed, and definitely have the power booster and the collagen booster. And can I get that blended twice?
Wow.
For Alicia, Custom Chaos?
One of a kind.
You're one of a kind.
Blister juice, freshly made your way.